Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul, where I'm your host, Michelle Boulden-Hammond. And guess what, everyone? I am on site location. I told you for season 2, we were ramping it up. And tonight, it gives me great pleasure to be in the hometown,
Easton, Maryland.
Eastern Maryland. And where are we at?
As
Mr. Commander Jenkins.
Blake Blackston, Post 77, American Legion.
Woo-hoo! You heard it right here. I'm here with Mr. Commander George Jenkins here tonight at the Blake Blackston Post 77 here at 102 Glenwood Avenue here in Easton, Maryland. And listen, if you want to make a donation here, this is a good place to sow in good ground for the veterans, for the community. So, Mr. Jenkins, thank you for having me and allowing me to come into the American Legion tonight.
You are certainly welcome. Glad you came.
So, we've been having a lot of American Legion. We've been hearing about it. You just think it's a place to come and socialize and do those kind of things. But there's more than just being a place of socializing and a place of, we are a community, right?
Yes.
The American Legion is a community. So tell the audience how long you have been involved into the American Legion.
This is my 35 years I've been involved in this post. Um, been commander of this post 16 times. And when I say 16 times, I mean 16 years, not consecutive, but been 16 years. And that's unheard of, one person being commander of a post that many times. So, as saying that, I am looking for members to, or veterans to join and get active, and looking for my own members to step up to to be in charge.
Let's put that on the mic again. Let's look. They say you have not because you ask not. What did you just say you need?
I need veterans to step up and be a member of this post. Also, I need the members of this post to step up and be in charge
You heard
of
that.
different organizations.
You heard that, of different organizations. And we're going to talk about what some of these different organizations are here. But first, I want just to give you a little bit of, it's time to step up. So here, it's just not being on the roster. It's doing some work.
Exactly.
It's just not having your name on a membership, but it's also doing the work. And that's what it's all about. And we're moving forward because let me tell you something. They have grown and still growing with this beautiful edifice that we have here tonight. And it's looking to do some great works here in the community for our veterans. And there's different divisions that you can take part of. You have the Sons of Legions here. You have the Ladies Auxiliary, where we have the president, Cynthia Smothers, who is, and Lala just recently been myself as the vice president, so of the Ladies Auxiliary. So there is a lot of work to be done. And what we want to talk about tonight is, what are the benefits? If you were to become a member, what are the benefits? So, Mr. George, can you tell the audience what the criteria is for one to become a Legionnaire?
Well, to become a Legionnaire, you definitely have to be a veteran of the military. And you only have to spend one day. If you spend one day and be discharged with the honorable discharge, you can become a member of the American Legion. Saying that also, there are certain times that you had to be in the military, some sort of wartime. The dates are on our applications, and I think they extended those dates. Well, actually, it's wartime right now, so anybody that's in the military right now can join the American Legion. Um, you can see any Legionnaire. All Legionnaires supposed to have an application in their pocket, and the dates are written right on the application and to see whether you qualify to be a member of the American Legion. And to be a son of the American Legion, your uncle, grandfather, father, uncle, as I said, a stepfather, if they were in the military at one time, you can become a son of American Legion. And same as the auxiliary. Someone in your family will have to have been a member of the military in order to be an auxiliary.
And that is so true, because I have uncles. My father was a lifetime James Bolden.
Mm-hmm.
He was a lifetime member here as well. And that's why I'm in the direction I am. And as a lot of people know from the history from down in Unionville, from where I grew up,
Mm-hmm.
those ex-18 soldiers that came back to Unionville and created it,
Right.
some of those were my great-grandfathers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and uncles and stuff. So we have lineage in servitude and, keeping that. So we're going to come back. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the benefits assistance that is if you're becoming a member and what it is about being a member of the American Legion. So sit right back, go grab yourself some tea, like and share this video, because I know there's a couple of people out there that have some worthy hands to work that would love to be a part of this. So we'll be right back. Self-care and self-knowledge, understanding yourself is the foundation stone of self-care. There is no one size that fits all. Emotions, being in touch with and expressing yourself is vital. Let it go. Let it go. Resentment is toxic that can rob you at your present happiness. Focus on the good. Gratitude is one of the most effective actions. Commit. Oh, yes, commit. It is the one thing that's going on in your commitment to your well-being. Accept. We all tolerate people, places, and things. Accept the positive differences. Oh, here we come into relax. Boost your system to thrive. Thrive, thrive, and thrive. This is the sincere jazz of the self-care anthem. Welcome back to the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul, where I'm your host, Michelle Boulden-Hammond. I'm here on site at the Blake Blackston Post 77 here at 102 Glenwood Avenue. Hey, I told you that this year on season 2, we were moving, going to be on site, and just can't believe it. Next week will be the end of season 2, and which is really, I can't, it came up really fast, but I'm here with Commander George Jenkins here. We're just talking about the benefits of the American Legion, what it does. It's just not like a social club, but it's also here as a benefit for veterans and the community. And there's different all things that you can do as being a member. And like we said earlier, we're looking for people who want to work, not just be on a membership to move things forward. Because, you know, there has been much money put into this place. I mean, donations.
Yes. Um, we did this pretty much all donation, except for grants. We had a lady work for us, well, who was our consultant, who really wrote several grants for us, and then a lot donations from private citizens and all. But we redid this post um, with the sum of I think it was right around $650,000.
Wow.
And we did spend roughly around 80 some thousand dollars of our own money that we had, but all the rest of it came from, as I said earlier, from donations and grants. And I can't be more prouder than uh, I mean, I just can't be more proud than what we've done and what we're doing here at Post 77. And that's why I'm here asking any veterans that wants to belong to a post to come on in, and we welcome with open arms.
That's it. You heard it. And you know, when you talk about those donations, because I do some of it's restricted funds. I've been nonprofit stuff myself. So
Hmm.
some of it is restricted funds. And then sometimes when grantees want to give you the money or grantors want to give you the money, they ask you to come up with so much of it to put up
Exactly.
at front. So
Exactly.
is that something that had to happen first in order to get the rest of that was going on?
No, not at all.
Okay.
We had the town really worked. Town of Easton really worked with us. I mean, the mayor and the council, and even the delegates and senators worked with us really, and even the governor worked with us really hard to get us what we got, and we did not have matching fund to match any of the funds.
Okay, good. That's a good thing.
Sure did.
That's a good
Sure
thing.
is. Yes.
So now, Commander Jenkins, we're going to talk about there's certain pillars, right,
Yes.
that the American Legion goes on. So can you give me what those pillars are?
Yes. Well, there are four pillars of the American Legion, and they are the Americanism, children and youth. Children and youth is my heart because I really believe in helping children. As you know, today the children need something to do, need somewhere to go, and um, the other two pillars are the national security and the veteran affair rehabilitation. But as I was saying, children and youth, we have a program uh, that called Boy State, and the ladies have Girl State, and there's, I think, I don't think I know that um, we try to send 11th grader to Boy State, which is usually up in Westminster, um, and it's for a week, and that child goes to Boy State, and it's all about government, and they really have a good time up there. I have never been, but I hear a lot about it every year that they have Boy State, and how much fun they have when they go. But they are really, it's really an educational program for any child that could go to Boy State or Girl State.
So you hear that, community. If you know a child is interested in government or policies or anything like that, that could be an option also that you guys fund and pay for them to go,
Exactly.
correct?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And when it talks about the Americanism, I know we hear it through the different letters that are submitted because they go to the school.
Yes.
Um, Mrs. Black, Miss Carlette Black, she's a auxiliary member. I hear about the great works that the kids do. They'll do a writing contest,
Hmm.
and she offers that to the schools, and that's part of education.
Exactly.
That's part of education. And let me tell you, those kids walk away with nice gift cards of money
Yes,
that
they do.
they do. So I've listened to some of the writings of these young kids, and it's
Right.
expiring. This is like fourth grade. They had
Hmm.
some this year. So
Hmm.
there's a lot of things that are taking place throughout your communities and through with the American Legion. And I also want to say with the Veterans Affairs. So with that talks about healthcare, how the appointments, because a lot of times people don't know that these services are available.
That's
So
correct.
is that something that you have here on site to stir that person in the right way?
Well, the last 2 years we have been closed, and we haven't done. I want to say nothing as far as any of these pillows, but we're going to get back on track and um, do what we're supposed to do, and it's all about the veterans and his family and the children. So, like I said, in the past we did. Anyone would We would have rides for anyone that needs to go to the VA clinic or the hospital or anywhere they need to go, doctor's appointment and all, and we would try to help them steer them in the right directions. We have folk veterans here at the Legion that take care of all that kind of stuff. That as far as the the appointments and all, so that is one good thing that this post does for our seniors and children.
Speaking of the seniors and the children, because I know that a lot of um, people are getting older,
Hmm.
and there's some community things that we did, like for at Perry Point.
Hmm.
Some of those ideas that came in with gathering the baskets for those during the holiday times and stuff that, and then there's Flag Day where you offer at the flags.
Hmm.
There's the poppies, right?
Hmm.
That
Yes.
we just had not too long ago.
Right.
So there's a lot of things, and I do remember those as being a young child
Hmm.
with those poppies with the green and
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Hmm.
So there are a lot of things, and then we talked about national security. So when we explain that a little bit to us.
Before I get to national security, I would go back to the Veteran Affair and point out that when you mentioned Perry Point, that brought to my mind how we used to go to Perry Point basically every year and to to visit with the veterans at Perry Point, and we would carry them all kinds of baskets of I say goodies. It would be toiletries and anything that we knew that they could use that we could carry to them. We used to do that before COVID hit. Um, Marvel Camper, one of the auxiliary members, she that was her pet peeve was veteran affairs, and as far as I know, she still works with Perry Point and other veteran organizations as far as veteran affairs. Um, the national security, um, you were saying.
Can you explain that a portion of the American Legion with the national security?
Um, okay, where am I at there? The national security. Mm,
We'll talk about in the mission because I know, like in our mission, where we talk about, when you won't do anything against your country,
true.
true things like that. That's part of what you're standing up for. It's just like if you're going to be a citizen to come in as a American citizen. It's those questions about you want treason against your country and
Well,
stuff
true,
like that.
true, true. That's true. I don't think we have too much of a problem with national
No, we don't.
security here.
No, we
Not
don't.
in Little Easton.
No, we don't.
We do we do in the United States, but not Little Easton. I don't think we had.
But that's something
But it could be.
that
It could
that's
be.
something that we have.
Yes.
We have
Yes.
that
And
we
we
have to take in a force
and we
of
pray that
because
it don't.
pray that it
That's
don't. Right.
that's
Pray that
true.
it don't.
That's true.
But and again, we talk about the children and youth. I can tell you that I've seen the Easter egg hunt.
Yes. Yes.
I've seen the Easter hunt. I've actually participated in those when I was small myself. And then you got other days that when other organizations, you partner with organizations,
Right.
other organizations. So it's all about community because that's what it also brings into about community.
True.
And then there's benefits, VA claims to help with that process because we know that can be tedious.
And we're planning in the near future. We're planning to have representatives to come here to the post to talk with anyone, not only veterans but anyone that are able to receive any kind of claim. You don't have to be a member of this post. We want you to be, but you don't have to be a member or just a veteran to receive all these benefits from the VA or a spouse of a veteran, or a child of a veteran, to receive any of these benefits that Michelle is talking about. So we will in the future be letting you know what dates we can have some representative come from VA to explain to everyone about the benefits that we're actually missing. There are a lot of benefits out there for veterans, and we need to be using them.
See, you heard it from the mouth itself, the commander. So we're gonna charge you to that.
All right, all right, all right.
So everyone, it has been a pleasure tonight. Is there anything else that you want to say, Commander George?
I just want to say that again, if we have any veterans out there, you don't have to live here in Easton. You don't have to live anywhere close by because we have veterans all over the country that belong to Post 77. Right now, we only have about 100 and I want to say 40 members. Should be more, but I'll say 140 right now, and but they're strung out all over the country, and actually we only have about 13 members, if that many, that's active. I mean, actually active in this post. So I am begging anyone that can join and come in and help, and even the members that we have, just stop by, say hello, look at your post, and come in and help. That's all I ask.
And that's it. I mean,
Thank
it's some new stuff going on here because it's completely renovated in here, nice commercial kitchen. And then you said there's going to be some options of rentals.
Yes, we're looking at two companies right now that wants to lease the kitchen from us. Hopefully, we can get it leased by the 1st of August, um, and have food here because we definitely need to have food here. If you
Food will bring them out.
food to bring. Yes, it will.
Food will bring them out.
Yes, it will.
Food and drinks. You got a nice bar over there, nice top shelf stuff. I can't show you all of that because I don't know, but
Yeah.
got some nice top shelf stuff over there.
But it is. There's a lot going on here, and we really like for you to come out and visit your post.
Yeah, so I got a 2-month break after next week. I've been twirling some ideas with Mr. Commander, Mr. Jenkins here, on some ideas that to do here. So we're gonna work on that.
Okay.
We're gonna work on that.
Okay.
But it has been a pleasure. Thank you again for
thank you for having
allowing me to come in on site here at the 102 Glenwood Avenue at Blake Blackston Post 77 here. It has been a joy to be here tonight. Actually, when we think about and you know, everyone's getting older, including myself.
True.
And it's hard.
It is.
It's very hard.
It is.
And
We understand.
in past members, I mean, we've been hit here because I when I think about it, we've been hit. We have lost several members within
Yes.
this during this pandemic time
We
that were
have.
key keepers. You know, I don't want to go on the name because I might miss somebody,
Yeah.
but it's been a lot here, and you know, those are family. So yeah, Lisa, look, Lisa is on here. Lisa Wilson, she says, "Good evening, good evening." Lisa's a true watcher, so
Okay.
she's a true person who watches
All right.
currently. But yeah, we need help here because again, as Commander Jenkins said, 16 consecutive, not years, but been the commander for 16 times. That has been. Have you got a award for that?
Not.
Have you got an award
I have
for
been
that?
presented awards, but I don't look for that kind of stuff. I just do what I do and love doing what I do.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You like me. I don't care about it. A lot of people don't even know that I do this stuff, but I don't care. I just get the word out, get the message out. But I do know, will I be seeing you in Ocean City for the conference?
I'm going down for 2 days. I'm going down for that Legion College on a Tuesday, and then I'm going down that Wednesday. I'll go to the convention for the session, and then they're having a repass down to the Legion down there that day. So that'll be me.
So will I see you there?
Yes, you will.
Okay. All right. So I'll be there too as well. Down in Ocean City. I'm ready. Got it. Room book, ready to roll.
All right.
So
all
yeah.
right.
So.
Well,
but everyone, I want to say thank you for tuning in, and just think, this next week is the last week. And guess what? Again, I am on site in Fellersburg with someone who is a hair technician with locks. And I'm going to tell you, she can do some scalp. She's the scalp treatment there. And I'm going to be on site next week. And I also will be having, you talked about youth. I got a young DJ.
Is that right?
He's tearing it up down there in DC, outside of DC. So he's going to be on next week as well. So you don't want to miss that next week at the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. But again, everyone, I'd like to thank you. Those who catch the replay, as Commander George said, we need help. We're looking for good people who are ready to work, build the community, strengthen the community, not just for the veterans, but also for the whole community as a whole center. So this is what we're here to bring about here at the Blake Blackston Post 77 here. So until next week, but this is the mantra of the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul podcast. If no one has told you that you are loved, just remember you are loved here at the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul podcast. Until next week, see ya and be blessed.